Welcome to the spine-chilling series. Not set in dead cold consciousness or a shared nightmare. There's a good chance it's a whimsical space isolated from reality. Of course, that's just a guess, and the truth may only be revealed in the third, fourth, or even fifth. Though this show moves at a snail's pace, the build-up of suspense and overall aesthetics are bearable, and it's about time someone spilled the beans on this hidden gem. I was afraid of missing clues or not understanding the plot, hence my silence. Today, let's analyze Season 2. Perhaps we can unravel the origin of the human skin monster. So without further ado, let's savor this plot. First, to jog your memory, let's have a brief recap of the previous story. As we all know, in Nightmare Arena town folks flock from all over, but when it started, who even knows? People discover a pattern after entering. Every nightfall, some terrifying shape-shifting monsters pop up, grinning like maniacs. They charm the socks off you, and every morning after a night of lurking, they feast on humans while the townsfolk live in utter fear. Until one day, the chef's family stumbles in, and he accidentally discovers the mysterious runestone. These little gems effectively stop the human skin monsters at the door, bringing a moment of peace to the town until one day. Jim's family stumbles in, shattering the tranquility, and the bloodbath in shared housing makes everyone even more determined to escape. And that's how Season 2 kicks off. But what exactly happens in it? Overall, the story revolves around the star-shaped threat of the human skin monster, which is not only more terrifying but downright peculiar. It is way more powerful than the human skin monster and becomes the greatest fear of the townsfolk, and its most mysterious aspect is the ballet music box the Sheriff Black encounters in the cave. Next, let's talk about the music box in the cave. The sheriff meets a quirky old man named Martin. After a chat, he's ready to take him away, but out of nowhere, an eerie music box starts playing. Martin warns the sheriff he must leave before the music box stops, or else it'll bring unimaginable nightmares. But the sheriff doesn't listen. He goes over and picks up the music box, and from that moment, he's contaminated. If the sheriff goes out, had definitely spread the curse, Martin had to make a sacrifice and cut his own arm. Using his own blood, he successfully sealed the curse of the music box, and the sheriff, what a bold move. Once the sheriff returns to town, he often sees the music box around, accompanied by some terrifying hallucinations. And only he can see these illusions. What a lonely magician. Little did he know that one night, in a bid to give his son a blood transfusion, he accidentally unleashed the blood curse onto the human skin monster. While it did kill him, the seal on the music box was also completely broken. And every time one sees the music box, terrifying hallucinations are sure to follow. Like our friend Algin, who saw the music box suddenly appear while showering, he didn't even have a second to react, and a strange witch pushed him under the water. Maybe for Algin, it's just a hallucination, but that hallucination led to his drowning. Next up on the misfortune train is a woman named Mary, who has a special bond with Dr. Chris. One day, when she saw the music box, she also experienced bizarre hallucinations. As the music box power grows, so does its influence over others. One day, her father, Sheriff Kenny, noticed the phone ringing in their home. Keep in mind, on this town, phones just don't work. Curious as he was, he picked up the call, only to be met by a string of whispers. It felt like a witch was putting the hex on him. The mysterious voice whispered about how they were touching, destructing, and stealing. No one is free here. Those words left Sheriff wondering, but helpless. He had to hang up. But just then, he noticed cicadas swirling in the pot, accompanied by the eerie music box. When a cicada lighted on his arm, he was abruptly jolted awake from that hair-raising nightmare. Turns out it was all just a dream, but that mark on his arm clearly came from the cicada in his nightmare. This means henceforth, nightmares can inflict real damage on reality. The presence of cicadas seems to have opened Pandora's box, as some town residents have been hollowed out in their sleep. This is far scarier than the human skin monster. The husband of a deceased described how his wife mumbled in her sleep and then her body just exploded. This sight terrified the man, and the sheriff was deeply worried. Clearly, being killed in a dream is a riddle we cannot solve. Unlike the human skin monster, which could be warded off by clothing, for safety's sake, he had to alert the townsfolk not to sleep temporarily. That evening, Sarah met with the deputy sheriff. Remember, Kenneth's father was killed by the human skin monster due to Sarah's action, so Kenny harbors a deep resentment towards Sarah, but under Sheriff Black's persuasion, he won't do anything rash for now. Just a reminder, Sarah has this ability to hear the whispers of the town and the demons, and nearly fell under a demon's spell because of it. That day, she told Kenny she felt something's amiss and felt terrified by the outside forest, as if this place thrived on people's suffering. Then Sarah recounted the origins of the cicadas, stating her deceased brother Nathan had been terrified of cicadas since childhood. If people died here, would something use their fear to harm others? Perhaps the eerie cicadas are actually Nathan's nightmares, using this method to harm others. Hearing this, can we draw the conclusion that perhaps the human skin monster demons in the forest formed this way? Didn't the townspeople's deep-seated fears transform into human skin monsters after they died long ago? After all, in Jude's case, he not only sees mysterious symbols, but also unwittingly saw some bizarre massacre scenes. From past clues, it's likely that some people experience massacres and their fears morphed into terrifying demons. Of course, the exact answer may come later, but for now, let's discuss the music box. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.